Alright YouTube, back with another video. So I'm looking at container work right now, intermodal work, mainly because I see Big Ward, he down there in Mobile, Alabama, running containers and things like that, and he able to be home every day pretty much, but he worked Monday through Friday, weekends off. And running containers allows him to, of course, do YouTube and other things outside of this trucking industry for income. And even when the work is slow or there's no work at all, he's at the house versus the oil field. When it slows down, you still got to keep working, even though it ain't that much work. Or when it's saturated and badly in work, you stuck in that situation. So I'm also looking into containers, also intermodal. And I found a particular website, loadmatch.com, where I can see what the going rate is right now for intermodal freight out of Nashville, Tennessee. Mainly I wanted to run Nashville, probably up to like Clarksville, which is about 50 miles up, 50 miles back. So I'm gonna put up the website right now so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Actually, it's not Load Match, it's drayage.com, drayage.com. But I'm putting it on the screen so y'all can see what I'm looking at. And I typed in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm just looking at the average rate going up to Clarksville. And if you look over where it says one-way miles, you see it's 52 miles, paying $3.75. Says it includes fuel surcharge already. Where it says $390, I don't know if it's $390 plus $40 for the chassis rental. I don't know if that $40 is how much you got to pay the carrier, or is that how much you charge the customer or the broker or whoever the case may be, because it says $40 per day, 2 days minimum. So I'm not too sure how that works. I ain't never had to pay that before, so I don't know. But they got it at $390. But I'm also looking above that where it says the average for this lane is $467. So I'm gonna go with the average because I don't know. I haven't necessarily just went all through this paper, this website to see, but I'm gonna go at $467, 50 miles up, get a customer or the broker, whoever the case may be, give them 2 hours to unload, then come back, bring the empty container back, then get another load and go back up. So 2 loads a day, at $467 each. Let's pull out a calculator. 467 times 2, it's $934 per day. Talked to Trickio earlier, and he was telling me, he worked the rail yard too up there. I believe he said Chicago, Illinois. He said he tried to average about $1,000 a day. And then another guy I talked to here in Nashville, he said after all expenses, he tried to keep about $600 per day, after fuel, after whatever the carrier take, all that good stuff. So $934 a day. You do that 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. That's $4,670 gross. How much is fuel? So let's see what the fuel is. So we got $4,670. Let me do that on Notepad. 4,670. 50 miles up, 50 miles back. That's 100 miles. Do that twice. 200 miles. We'll do 200 miles divided by 7 miles to the gallon. So we're looking at about 28 gallons of fuel. I round it up to 30 gallons. So let's do 30 gallons times $3 a gallon, $90. $90 a day in fuel, round it up to 100. So we'll say 100 a day for fuel, 500 a week. About 500. We'll just do 500. 500 a week for fuel, Monday through Friday, $100 a day. So if we do 4,670 minus 500 minus factoring 3%. I'm not even gonna calculate the factoring into the equation. We'll just say 170 for factoring. That's too high, but whatever. $4,000. Like I said, I don't know if you have to pay for the chassis or not. I'm not too sure, but I pulled up a rate card because I used to, like I said, I did this before. Originally I hit a broker that, you know, he wanted me to run all these loads for him out the rail yard. I did 2 of them for him, but I think at that time it was 2023. I had some pneumatic contracts lined up, so I didn't pursue it. But I go look at my old Raycon, and I'm seeing I came out the rail yard here in Nashville, and I went to Hartsville, Tennessee, which is let me pull it up on the map. It's 25 miles. Yeah, 25 miles from the rail yard to the address on the Raycon. 25 miles. Then you gotta come back 25 miles empty. So 1 hour total drive time, 50 miles total. I charged $850 total. So and obviously I could have did 2 of those a day. That would have been, if I did 2 of those a day, it would have been what, $1,700. So that's a lot of money. I don't know why I didn't pursue it. That'd have been 17. What's 850? Let me get a calculator again. Let's do 850 times 2. That's, yeah, 1,700 times 5 days. That's $8,500. So that would be, I don't know if I could say that's the ceiling, but we'll say, see, with the rail yard, let's say I just did this one load. Okay, this one load paid $850. I could have went a whole different direction, you know, like up to Clarksville, for example. And I probably would have charged them $850 for Clarksville. I probably would have charged $1,000 for Clarksville because it's more miles. But with this Nashville Dray Rates website, I can see what they actually going for. Let me see how much this lane right here pay real quick. What is it? Hartsville. Okay, let me type that in and see what it's going for. Hartsville. Do they got it in here? They don't have it in here. What's the closest city out there? Hendersonville? Let me see. Okay, let's say Hendersonville. That's the closest major city. Let's go to Hendersonville. Let me see what that pays. Hendersonville. Okay, right there. Says the average is $394, so obviously they went down on the rates since then. I'm assuming so. But it says $10 a mile. How much was I charging? Damn, $850 for 50 miles. Boy, I used to get paid in trucking. Y'all just don't know, boy. I know y'all gonna say that was COVID-19, even though COVID started in 2020, but some of y'all think we still in COVID right now. I know y'all truck drivers, but what y'all think the dog barking at? Is that Amazon right on time with the package? Can't see the security camera from here. Look like it's Amazon. I barely can see the camera from here, but so $394. But even if you did that twice, that's about $800. So let me see, what's 850 divided by 50 miles? It's $17 a mile. I used to knock them over the head, huh? They used to pay me to drive a truck. I don't know, that's crazy. I'm gonna call this broker in the morning and see if they got some more freight around here. yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Start seeing about this freight around here. But I wouldn't try to aim for no $8,000 working Monday through Friday. I say about $4,000. Matter of fact, let me go on Craigslist and see what other carriers what are they advertising. I mean, maybe y'all are grossing $8,000. I have no idea, bro. I don't know any intermodal drivers. Let me go on Craigslist. Let's do intermodal. Okay, they got a lot of advertising. I'm seeing 2 to 4,000 with a sign-on bonus. What is that? 2 to 4,000. What? Okay, it says weekly take home 2,000 to 4,000 after expenses. Working Monday through Friday. Home every day. So they saying after expenses, they drivers is doing 2,000 to 4,000. So if that's after expenses, after fuel, after whatever percentage the carrier take, I don't know what they 20% maybe. I guess maybe they could be grossing 6,000. If you net 4,000, your gross probably 8. I say about half of that would be your net. So I don't know. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. But I say if you gross 4,000, you take home 2, and judging off this website what the rates are going for, I would say these drivers are doing about 800. Yeah, 800 to about $1,000 a day. So basically what Trickio told me. So 8 to 1,000 a day, 5 days a week. 4,500 to 5,000 gross. You just take away the fuel factoring, or if you leased on to a carrier and they pay you percentage, what would that be? Did I do that before? Let me do. Okay, let's say you go back to the 4,500 times 20%, because I don't know what they charge. That's $900. So 4,500 minus the 20%, that's 3,600. Fuel 500. That's 3,100. Then you got, I don't know, insurance. I don't know what they charge. Say $200. That's about 2,900 take home. Is that what they doing in Intermodal? Somebody let me know, man. Y'all. Matter of fact, y'all hit me up with the Intermodal settlements or something. I put my email in the comment section. Y'all let me know what's going on in this Intermodal, because if I can make, I'm talking about, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 going down the street and back. I know y'all laughing at me with the empty trailers, but okay, well, how much does a loaded trailer pay you? Cause I see. I used to charge $850 to go literally down the street and back, 25 miles down, 25 miles back. $850. So I'm just saying, y'all let me know something now. Let me know something now. I'm finna look into this drayage world and see if I can squeeze a whole bunch of change, some loose coins or something. That's all for this video, man. Like I said, I'll put my email down below, and y'all owner operators can let me know what's going on. Alright, catch y'all in the next one.